Okay, we've had some people ask us to add the gold spot and silver spot price onto this little tiny Boolean website that we built. So I'll just go ahead and do that. You guys can watch along if you want to. There you go. So we've got this API here that I found, metalpricesapi.com, and we're going to use them to fetch our Boolean pricing. Now, I reckon we do it every minute. We pull it every minute and live update this little tiny component here. So let's go through it. So I've already created a gold spot price table, this one here, where we're going to store all the spot prices. Now let's go ahead and create a silver spot price table. Okay, let's create a model and call it silver spot price. It's going to have a silver spot price column and a silver spot date fetched field. We'll make that a date time. I think that's it. Create and update it out. We want a migration. We want the fillable array. Okay. Yep, I'm happy with that. Let's create the database table now. Okay, now we should see, if I refresh this table, a silver spot prices table. Great. So now we've got a silver and a gold spot prices table. In the app service provider, we can create a command called fetch spot price command. And you'll see here, we're telling it to run on weekdays and every minute. So every minute, Monday to Friday. Actually, you know what? This one will go constantly. Let's go just weekdays for now. And here it is. So if we go to the API, this is the GET request it wants us to make, right? So it gives you a URL, an API key string, and blah, 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 blah. That's it. So we can put that in here. I'm going to change that API key when this video is done, so don't worry about it. So here we go. We get the API key. So we're going to store it in a config file. The config file is going to reference the env file. And that's how we're going to do it. It's the safest way, because if you fetch stuff straight from the env file, you'll have issues with caching if you don't forget to clear it. Okay, so we're going to essentially copy this exact URL, but we don't want USD, we want AUD as the base currency, and we don't want the euro, we just want gold and silver. Then here I fetch the response, if there is one error, if it failed or not, and the status code. If the status code is not 200, so it's not successful, then I'm going to log and see what the error is. Yep, if error, we don't need this either, because we're going to return. Like that. Okay, so we're going to store the gold price. Now let's store the silver spot price. This is the silver spot price. And it's not XAU, it's XAG for silver. Okay, so this command running every minute should store the gold spot price and the silver spot price in our database. And once we've got it going in, then we can work on displaying it to the user. So let's run the command and see how we go. Okay, and if I refresh, there it is. I've got the silver spot price and the gold spot price. Beautiful. Now we don't really need to store any more than 2 integers. So let's actually, you know what? Let's get it all back here. Store all the data exactly, and then we can pass it when we bring it in and just remove them, because maybe later on there'll be a use case to have more fine-grained information on the price movements. Maybe some people will care. All right, so now you see this. I've just run the command and I've got a gold and silver spot price. So every minute now this command is going to run. Let's make sure that the queues and the jobs are going to run non-stop. Okay, we've got price. Now let's work on showing it here. Let's go to our welcome page, open up our little subscribe Livewire component. This is the component that deals with just this section of the website. Oh no, that's the subscribe tool. I want the gold spot price, sorry, here. This little bad boy. Okay. So we want to fetch the spot price. Gold spot price latest first, and let's recreate that for silver. Silver spot price. Don't matter, let's replace with qualifier. Okay, if I just now dump this out here, you'll see what we're going to see. So we've got gold spot price and silver spot price. Let's call this on the front end. If we go to this container, gold, I've created a little blade component, a little HTML component for each one of these. So if we go in here, we can see that there's a name, a price, is the movement up or down, and what's the percentage. So we'll just go this one at a time, yeah? The price is the one that we want to add first. So we come in here and we go price. And actually, if we do a colon, now it's looking for PHP, so we can go gold spot price straight away. And what was the gold spot price is what it's called. Okay. And let's just see what happens if I now refresh this page. Is that the read gold spot price? Oh, no. I have to do this because it's a computed. I'm pulling it as a function. Spot price, I'm getting this called spot price. Yes, spot price container, price, this called spot price. This should work. I need to. Okay. And there it is. Right, you can see the price, it's way too long. Let's do the same for silver real quick. Refresh. Okay, now we have gold and silver spot price. It's not going to update every minute, but we will work on it. Okay, so this is the beginning. What else can we do here? Let's work on re-rendering this little bit every 60 seconds. So I'm pretty sure Livewire has something like that already in its document. Log properties. Poll. Fire poll. Polling is easy to poll the server, send requests on a regular interval of updates and way to keep page up to date without the need for a more sophisticated technology like webhooks. Correct. Great. Can I time the poll? Yes, I can. 15 seconds. I want to poll. Wire poll. We want to do it every 60 seconds. And then we want to actually, I wonder if polling will be enough. Oh, let's give it actually a refresh pricing. Okay, so what we're saying is every 60 seconds, hit this function. So let's go to our spot prices. Create a function. Refresh pricing. does it still have a... How do I just refresh the component? Because by refreshing the component, it'll do it. So maybe I don't need to actually call a function. It will be enough to just poll it. The idea is that every 60 seconds when this component refreshes, by default, it will then recall these functions on the front end. So every 60 seconds, it's going to go, oh, what's the spot price? It's going to get this, and at that time, again, return it. So I might not need a function to run a separate function to do this. It should hopefully do it on its own. That's essentially it with the polling. This would do it. So we can speed this up. Just want to see what happens if I go every 5 seconds. Let's refresh. And let's open up our network tab. And let's see what happens. Yeah, there it is. Update. Right? And update again. And the payload. What's the response? What are we getting? A whole component. Yeah. So because the whole component is being re-rendered, it should give us up-to-date pricing. See, every 15 seconds. Pop, pop, pop. Beautiful. Okay. Now we need to work on how to know if it's gone up or down, and we only want to show after 2 decimal places. So can I go float val? Is 2, does this take multiple arguments? Get the float. Actually, what happens if I just go float val? Still doing it all. What was the float val with a... Let's quickly ask. Limit to 2 decimal places, please. Number format, cool. It's number format. And let's do number format for silver price as well. To 2. Beautiful. Now we have to 2 decimal places. It's looking great. All right, now I'm going to work on the percentage movements to figure out if it's gone up or down. To do that, we're going to need some more spot price data. So let's quickly run our command again to fetch the spot prices, just so that we have at least 2 in here for now. Okay, if I refresh, there we go, to gold and to silver. And the price hasn't moved for silver, and the price hasn't moved for gold. Well, once it does, I'll be able to accurately do this. So I'll leave it here for now. This will probably go live sometime today. Hope you had fun. Bye-bye.